My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this.
And
Do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe.
Because when I was in college, I dated this guy. You know, he didn't want to fool around when I was on like the heaviest days of my period. Okay, totally understandable. I get that. And I was like, oh, great. Good news. My period ended. Like, we can like have fun tonight, blah, blah. And he was going down on me.
You see, social dynamics to me is like condom during sex. Does it give you absolute protection? No. But 99 to 98% is a lot of protection than what you would get otherwise. Most of us, the average Indian men, are always trained to be career successful, are always trained to be financially successful, and it is rightly so because we don't come from the abundant European or the American backgrounds. Finances are something of utmost importance. But in today's day and age, when an average middle class guy does have a possible future, he has to also take some time out and start working on his social or sexual skills. Alright, so a lot has been happening in the red pill PUA space, a lot of debates and a lot of commentary on the recent new events. And honestly, I thought I was quite done with it. I was not going to get back into it, but this incident or this whole episode has probably given me the reason to address one of the most important lifestyle skills, one of the most important masculine skills that every man must learn in the day and age of 21st century. Yes, gentlemen, I am talking about the Akash Singh's recent episode and the follow-up red pill reactions to it. Now, how much of this whole thing is appropriate, how much of it is a bit too much, we shall address it all in today's episode. So, my name is Mayank, Bhattacharya, this is Men's Essentials, Life Essentials. Let's roll. If you do want to feel and look a little more confident when you do plan on going out and practice your social dynamic skills, your cold approaches or your cute dates, do not forget to wear your sexy basics polos, signature polos or linen and Oxford shirts, which you can find at a crazy discount at teamybasics.com. Use the code JAIHIND10 to get this special discount on this beautiful outfit, the confident masculine outfit that you can probably buy for yourself. Okay, so long story short, the whole controversy is that Akash Singh, an American Indian comedian, a very famous, a very successful comedian based out of New York, I believe. He has been apparently lied to by his wife about her sexual endeavors or partners in the past. Now, honestly, I am no one, and this channel is not going to be a thing to comment on other people's personal life. But what this channel does focus on is probably giving you some tidbits to improve upon your existing way of life. So this whole episode blew up because his wife apparently went out on some public podcast and started talking about how she wasn't a virgin, how she was having a very sexually colorful life during her college days, whereas Akash Singh was made to believe that they both were virgins because Akash Singh, I guess, was a virgin till he got married.
Because when I was in college, I dated this guy. You know, he didn't want to fool around when I was on like the heaviest days of my period. Okay, totally understandable. I get that. And I was like, oh, great. Good news. My period ended. Like, we can like have fun tonight, blah, blah. And he was going down on me.
And therefore, this whole thing blowing up in the red pill space as men being the poor victim.
Did y'all ever have an orgy together with your husbands? Priya, I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so good looking and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you see him. His body goes crazy.
Now, was Akash Singh a victim here? Should he continue the relationship or should he be in the marriage? Well, that's for them to decide, none of us to decide. That's their personal life, personal choices. But this is going to be a very common pattern you will see in the coming days, especially with very middle class, mediocre men. You see, the privilege of a man to go out and get good at the scale of social dynamics is very, very rare. Now, in this case, when a man did not have the privilege to go out and seek the colorful adventures, but a woman got the opportunity, got the chances to do it a lot more easily, things can get a little tricky, things can get a little bit funny. Especially when the guy or the girl aren't secure or aren't confident about their whole holistic relationship. This is the reason I say social dynamics or learning the very essence, the very art of social dynamics is an absolute necessity for today's average upper middle class or middle class men. Because gentlemen, the more you try to sway away from it, the more you try to keep yourself distanced from learning the Venusian art, as mystery would call it, or learning the very art of seduction and sex. This is going to be a very common thing that we are seeing in the Twitter timeline of modern Indian democracy. There are abundant lower middle class to middle class men with crazy career aspirations, working very hard for it, doing very well in their life financially, career wise, but they didn't get the opportunity or the time to work with women or to develop that particular skill. And in the process, they eventually end up getting arranged marriage because our system is so rigged. And when they are in the process of getting arranged married, they rarely ever know the truth or the lies that their partners are expressing. So when you do learn the art of social dynamics, when you do have some lived experience in your life, I'm not telling you to go out and become a pickup artist or become a fuckboy, playboy, whatever nonsense that these guys will try to preach you. I'm just telling you to have the lived experience of social dynamics so that you have had a few women in your life, you have had a few healthy relationships in your life, so that whenever you do go out and seek one long, stable relationship, you would know for a fact the truth and the lies in the given conversation. You see, social dynamics to me is like condom during sex. Does it give you absolute protection? No. But 99 to 98% is a lot of protection than what you would get otherwise. Again, I'm not here to diss Akash Singh or his wife on this whole episode, but I would rather want to take this episode, I would rather want to make this incident a learning curve for you. Most of us, the average Indian men, are always trained to be career successful, are always trained to be financially successful, and it is rightly so because we don't come from the abundant European or the American backgrounds. Finances are something of utmost importance. But in today's day and age, when an average middle class, upper middle class, low middle class guy does have a possible future, when he tries to work hard, when he tries to do things of his own, he has to also take some time out and start working on his social or sexual skills. The only two personalities that I have seen who has actually mastered the art of social dynamics in Indian culture is the guys who are absolute losers, who don't have any career path, who are absolutely vela, who may not have a lot of cash but have abundant amount of time and a lot of friends who just go out, chill and do nothing more in their life. Or the other type of guys who are filthy fucking rich, have a lot of daddy's money, have a lot of unsaid, unspoken cash, which buys them the lifestyle, which also puts them in a place where they don't have to worry about money anymore, and therefore they can go out, socialize and be in these elite clubs and learn all about women, sex and social dynamics. But then gentlemen, what about the average men? What about guys like us, the average lower middle class, upper middle class guys who are career centric, who are financial centric, who are success centric, and this stays in the back burner forever in our timeline? That has to change. If this episode can give you some inspiration to just start going out and learn the very essence of social dynamics, that should be the only learnings you should take away from it. This again does not mean you have to become a pickup artist or you need to sleep with hundreds of women to become this confident guy who will never have any fear among women. It just means that you should have a few women in your life. You should have some lived experiences in your life so that in today's day and age, it just becomes a whole lot more easier for you to find a right, suitable partner. Because gentlemen, honestly, looking at the current case scenario, it will be a very utopian thing to expect that you and your partner would be a virgin. At least your partner would be a virgin if she is a decently attractive girl. Now, could there not be exceptions? Could there not be anomalies? Of course there could be. Life is full of mysteries, but on an average it will only be at your benefit, it will only be of your advantage if you have probably been with a few women, been in a few healthy relationships, be it short, mid or long term, in your life. It will give you enough self-confidence, it will give you enough self-assurance that tomorrow if I'm not able to find a partner, I'll be fine because I'll be able to find somebody or the other at my own pace. Or if I and my partner decide to sway away, or if I and my partner aren't on the same page, then we should go a different path and find out somebody else. This confidence is not there in most men, and that's the reason most men would commit suicides. Most men would probably be in a toxic relationship for a lot longer and probably become a hell of a lot more of a simpier guy in the process. There's nothing wrong in being simp provided you both are simping over each other. Otherwise, it just becomes a very toxic dynamic to be in. So for us, my friend, for you and I, it is for us to learn. It is for us to learn and take control of the fact that once we are at a decently financially stable place, we should also start working on the other aspects of our life. If the only goal of our life is to become rich or have millions of dollars with absolute zero sense of social intelligence, sexual intelligence, seduction or conversations and communication in general, empathy and emotional intelligence in general, then you'll live a very miserable, lonely, rich life, and that is not going to be a fun life to be in. Of course, you have to make your money. Of course, you need to get your cash. Of course, you need to be rich. But set a baseline. And once you're at that baseline, I will also want you to start working on these other social aspects of your life, along with your finances, career, fitness, and all that there is. If not today, it will only come bite you in the ass. Especially the time when you will be in your late 20s, early 30s on the matrimonial apps or the dating apps trying to find a partner and not even able to have a conversation. Or the conversations you're having with partners are probably going to manipulate you, gaslight you, and get you into a very toxic relationship. And nobody wants that. We want to be in a fulfilling, healthy, happy relationship. We want to be in a relationship that is good for both of us. Therefore, we must first fix the very foundation of doing the right things that is good for us. I hope my 2 cents make sense, and I hope you do something about it. But hey, if you do want to feel and look a little more confident when you do plan on going out and practice your social dynamic skills, your cold approaches, or your cute dates, do not forget to wear your sexy basics polos, signature polos, or linen and Oxford shirts, which you can find at a crazy discount at teamybasics.com. Use the code JAIHIND10 to get this special discount on this beautiful outfit, the confident masculine outfit that you can probably buy for yourself. Don't go shabby, don't go like an immature little boy when you're going out on the next cute date, because now I'm very sure you'll be asking a lot of girls out and you'll be exploring that side of your masculinity as well. While you're at it, use the Teamy Basics code and dress up like a man would. I'll see you on the next one, gentlemen. Jai Hind. Take care.